This family of Russian sleeper agents were flown to Moscow in the biggest East-West prisoner swap since the Cold War. So deep undercover, their children only found out they were Russians after the flight took off, the Kremlin said on Friday. Met by President Vladimir Putin as they touched down, the children knew no Russian and were greeted in Spanish, according to a Kremlin spokesperson. The Dultsevs, a husband and wife, were convicted in a Slovenian court of pretending to be Argentinians in order to spy. While in jail, they were given restricted access to their children and feared they could lose their parental rights, the spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said. The group, upon arrival, were congratulated by Putin, and those in the military service were told they would be nominated for state awards. One of the first off the plane on Thursday was Vadim Krasikov, a hitman released by Germany and an employee of Russia's FSB security service. He was convicted by a German court of killing a former Chechen militant in a Berlin park in 2019. His release will be seen as a win for Moscow, which prides itself on bringing home intelligence operatives arrested abroad. But Germans spoken to by Reuters in Berlin felt mixed about the trade.
To be honest, I find it a pity that Germany engaged in this, releasing a killer who is then celebrated as a hero in another country.
The swap involved 24 prisoners, with 16 moving from Russia to the west and 8 prisoners held in the west being sent back to Russia. Although Moscow released more prisoners than it received, it was portrayed by Russian authorities as a victory and appeared to go down well on the streets.
The president agreed for such an exchange. That means he was sure it was right. So I trust the president and agree with his opinion.
The multi-country deal appeared to be a one-time exchange that does not reset the antagonistic US-Russia relationship, which has deteriorated sharply since Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine.